The mission of the Sisters of St.Charles Borromeo in Africa.
With joyful hearts, we would like to share with you the mission of the Sisters of St. Charles Borromeo in Africa. The General Council felt the call of the Spirit to go to Africa. The invitation for the new venture was initiated by Reverend Mother Andrea. On 26 May 1996, the then Superior General, Mother Andrea de Souza, assisted by Sister Victoria Braganza, visited Tanzania for the first time. They came to Iringa by the help of the Salesian Fathers.
They came, they saw the poverty and the dire need of the people, conquered them.
The aim of our foundation in Africa was to share our charism with the people and to give a helping hand in the work of evangelization in the Diocese of Iringa.
The pioneers for this mission were Sister Victoria Braganza, Mission Coordinator, Sister Punitavati, Sister Mangala Mary, Sister Jansi Jai.
These missionaries landed on 19th May 1997 in Dar es Salaam, about 4 p.m. Don Bosco Fathers and the late Reverend Father Liberatus, a diocesan priest, on behalf of the Bishop of Iringa, met them at the airport.
The convent house at Iringa was inaugurated on 31st May 1997 on the feast of the Visitation of Our Lady, with Eucharist celebrated by 3 priests. The Salesian Fathers put at their disposal, free of cost, their guest house for our new missionaries to stay.
The pioneers' life in the mission. They literally began their involvement in the mission from 1st of June 1997, the day of our founder, Father Adrian Brazil, and the feast of Corpus Christi. It was a unique experience to them. After making their purchases with the help of Salesian Fathers, they began trying their fingers at palatable dishes. For some of them, it was a maiden experience. They had a simple lifestyle. All housework, such as cooking, laundry, gardening, was done by our sisters. Walked a distance of about 600 meters to church for Mass. They had a good rapport with people.
Their first step was to visit families of their neighborhood. They faced the challenge of language barrier and of learning the new culture. They took 2 months to learn the language and also stayed with the diocesan sisters for more practice of language and culture.
They involved themselves in different apostolate. Sister Jansi at Technical School of Salesian Fathers, Sister Mangala medical work, Sister Victoria and Sister Mangala visiting families and other activities.
our maiden foundation. The need for nursery school was felt urgently. Our sisters worked hard towards it with the same spirit of the congregation. They trusted in the divine providence for everything, and the Lord opened the door of blessings for them. Thus, their dream was fulfilled on the 19th January 1999, where they began the nursery school with 65 children. Later on, primary school was extended, and right now, the school has 700 and above pupils, with a new administration block and additional classrooms for second stream.
From January 2004, Iringa community has been a regional house till January 2019, where it was shifted to Dar es Salaam. Sister Victoria Braganza was the first mission coordinator, and Sister Celine de Souza, the first regional superior, followed by Sister Lily Mascarenas, Sister Sagaya Mary Raju, and at present, Sister Jancy J. Sister Victoria, together with the pioneers, toiled day and night through thick and thin of life to bring this mission to what it is today.
With one mind and heart, our sisters worked hard in the development of our region. Thanks for their sacrifice and dedication. Therefore, from Iringa, our mission spread to other places.
Growth and extension of our mission in Tanzania. As a result of a long standing desire expressed by Mother Andrea to have a house in the heart of Tanzania, Sister Victoria, during her stay in Iringa from December 1997 till June 1998, began making inquiries through various sources and persons. On hearing from Father Sarjan SDB that Loyola High School at Mabibo, Dar es Salaam, was looking out for quality teachers, preferably religious sisters, Sister Victoria began her contact and correspondence with the concerned persons, namely Sister Yvonne, a Canossian sister, the deputy head teacher, Father Victor Odiambo S.J., the head teacher, and Reverend Father Louis Plamondon, S.J., the director. On the arrival of Sister Lily Mascarenas, both visited Mabibo with Sister Calista, a Canossian sister, looking out for a suitable house on rental basis for a temporary footing. God blessed our untiring efforts on 27th of December 1998. Sisters Carmel, Arpudam and Jansi plunged into the new mission with Sister Carmel as the animator. Sister Carmel and Jansi joined the staff of Loyola High School, and Sister Arputam was helping in the women's development program in the locality, teaching them English, needlecraft, and cooking. On the 7th of October 2008 was the happiest day for the sisters at Dar es Salaam, our newly bought house, after undergoing repairs for about 3 months, officially blessed with Holy Eucharist by the parish priest of Kimara. The presence of our neighbors and SEC group added more color and solemnity to the occasion. On 14th of January 2014, We started the school with few students and the effort of Sister Anto A. The number of students were increased by the end of January. Father John Bernard CMF, the director of St. Claret's School, welcomed Sister Anto A. as a headmistress for the year 2014 to 2016. After she has been transferred, Sister Regina took up the same responsibility. The transit house Dar es Salaam has started to accommodate Formis since the end of 2015. At the request of the parish priest, postulants were engaged in teaching twice a week English hymns to the children of the parish. Those little ones were cooperative and learned in short time with a lot of enthusiasm. The various apostolates, hospitality and mercy to all who visit us. We have enabled smooth transition for our sisters, accompany them to offices to do the registration formalities of various types, to purchase items for apostolate, and to attend medical needs. Visitors are cared for and accompanied personally and through prayer. The superiors served in this community were Sister Carmel, Sister Arputam, Sister Jansi Joy, and Sister Sudha. The transit house is located in Kimara, surrounded by the poor people. Thank you.
I deem it my privilege and a pleasant task to present the origin of our mission at Kibao, the third beehive of our missionary sisters in East Africa region. Kibao is a beautiful green village surrounded by forest and vast tea estates. It enjoys a very sharp cold climate. Many people earn their daily wages picking tea leaves in these tea estates for about 12 hours a day with a very low income, barely enough for their living. It is among these people Christ called our missionary sisters to offer health and wholeness. We live in a world where we enjoy sophisticated and highly advanced healthcare facilities. But it was not the same in Tanzania at that time, even until now. Minimal and immediate health care was the cry of the people of Tanzania, and aptly, God's inspiration through Sister Mangala reached Sister Victoria Braganza, who was the mission coordinator, and coincidentally, at the same time, Divine Providence gifted us with a 76 bedded dispensary which was being disposed by Consolata missionary sisters due to lack of personnel. We profoundly thank Reverend Mother Benedicta, the Superior General, who immediately responded positively, although it meant a heavy financial strain on the congregation. The dream was realized on June 1st, our Founders' Day, and this graceful mission was officially accepted by our sisters. The pioneers to this mission were Sister Magdalene Balaya and Sister Lily Mascarinas. Gradually, more members were added, namely Sister Sudantra Mary and Sister Philomena Malaikal. In 2002, Sister Mangala, on completing her clinical medicine, joined the community at Kibao, where she rendered her service for several years. Later in 2008, Sister Inasi Adekalam, a junior sister, arrived in Tanzania, studied medicine, joined the community in December 2016, and continues to offer her fruitful and committed service till date. The other nurses who joined the community in medical services are Sister Tankamma Michael, Sister Jerlin, and Sister Lalita Bai. Kibao, being situated in a remote area where even transport is scarce, we launch out to different villages offering health services through mobile clinics, vaccination of children and pregnant mothers, health education. HIV/AIDS being the main concern in Africa, we provide voluntary counseling and testing for all the people, counsel them, and treat them when they are tested positive. Free food and accommodation and treatment for malnourished children is always provided. Our center has catered to thousands of patients suffering from TB, as it is the commonest opportunistic infection of HIV. Love and compassion has always been the hallmark of our service at Kibao, where the poorest of the poor dwell. Sisters fearlessly care for the physical, moral, and spiritual needs of the HIV infected cases. Each of them play a great role in soothing the pain of the ailing, preparing them to face death, and renewing their spirit and body by their healing hands. From the very beginning of the mission till date, our sisters carry on the mission tirelessly with renewed zeal and enthusiasm each day. In 2018, the dispensary was upgraded to a level of health center offering advanced and improvised services. All our medical sisters who passed through the portals of this mission have etched a nostalgic memory in the hearts and lives of the people of Kibao. We fondly remember and salute our sisters who reached out to the sick brethren, alleviating the pain and agony by their dedicated and selfless service. If you have Jesus in your heart, you also have a miracle of healing in your hands.
Short history and the apostolate of St.Charles Convent, Binga, Tanzania. Every seed has the right to be sown in the right field at the right time. Seeds that fall on the fertile lands flourish and multiply 100-fold. In 2001, the Franciscan Sisters of St.Charles of Germany at Binga were looking for the good seeds to continue their mission, which was established 40 years ago. Sister Victoria and Sister Celine de Souza visited the soil, and the fertility of the soil was intimated to Reverend Mother General. The General Council chose two best seeds, namely Sisters Sagaya Mary and Lily Mascarenas, were planted on the 15th January 2002. Sister Anne David, the another seed, was sown on the 23rd December 2002. On the 5th of October 2003, Reverend Mother Benedicta Lobo, along with Sisters Ignatius, Amalie, Victoria, Lily Mascarenas and Sagaya Mary Raju had meeting with the Franciscan Sisters and decided to look after the entire field of St. Francis Girls Secondary School from 2004. In order to maintain the field, Sisters Juliana, Philo, Jansi were added, and they learned the work from the Franciscan Sisters. On the 31st December 2004, Franciscan Sisters quietly left to Germany. 1st of January, Sisters of St. Charles took over the management of the St. Francis Girls Secondary School. On the 30th of May, Sister Lily was appointed as Regional Superior of Tanzania Region, and Sister Maggie took over the matron. In 2006 January, orphans, semi-orphans were helped monetarily for their school fees, uniform and stationery. 2007, St. Charles Library was started for the poor and the marginalized. Around 25 to 30 secondary school students benefit from the library every year. Students from St. Francis Girls Secondary School spare their time on Saturdays and Sundays. They also contribute stationeries to them. Franciscan Sisters, before leaving to Germany, donated 6 acres of land adjacent to St. Francis Girls Secondary School. Sisters of St. Charles Borromeo had a great plan to construct a pre- and primary school since 2004. It came to the realization on the 16th of January 2017 when we inaugurated and blessed the St. Charles Pre- and Primary School with 6 classrooms and a toilet block. Reverend Father Gabriel Mokasita, parish priest of Manjelva, blessed the school building. On the 23rd of January, 148 students joined the nursery, LKG and UKG. Sister Sunita, the manager of the new boarding school, and Sister Antoye, the administratress, began courageously with 6 newly appointed teachers. 15th January 2018, first 4 classrooms and toilet block was completed for St.Charles Primary School. 28th February 2018 was the memorable day when the school got registration from the Ministry of Education, Tanzania. In the year 2020, all the 16 classrooms were completed. At present, school has 560 students from nursery to class 4. Sisters of St. Charles continue to render their selfless service at St. Francis Girls Secondary School as well as in St. Charles Borromeo Pre and Primary School. The seed that was sown many years ago gives fruit in abundance by preparing young girls for the better future.
Tumsifu Yesu Kristu. Milele amina. We, the postulants and pre-postulants of East Africa region, are here to present the history of our existence at Morogoro. Life reflects the truth. Nature is truth. The purpose is to present the universal truth in its complete purity. Watch us as we portray vividly. We shall do it in the form of a discussion. Coming now, we are coming now. Coming now, we are coming now. We are super Charlies. We are coming now. We are super Charlies. We are coming now. Coming now, we are coming now. Coming now, we are coming now. We are super Charlies. We are coming now. We are super Charlies. We are coming now. Anatolia, could you explain to us how the foundation of Morogoro?
In 1996, Reverend Mother Andrea, the then Superior General, and Sister Victoria Binga were inspired to have a stopover house at Morogoro, which is about 250 kilometers from Dar es Salaam, and it is halfway between Dar es Salaam and Iringa.
Thank you. Rafaela, what were the efforts made to obtain this land?
In March 2000, Sister Victoria Braganza arrived in Tanzania, and in the same month she approached the local governments in Morogoro for a plot of land. Within a short period of time, they received a millennium gift of 7.5 acres of land free of cost.
Thank you. Elise, how was the situation of this place at that time?
The place was open, very bushy, and surrounded by mountains.
Goretti, what was the need of the place at that time?
The need of the place at that time was to open the dispensary to serve the needy people, which was also expressed by the local government.
Thank you. Emma, what were the challenges faced while opening the dispensary?
Some religious congregations were displeased about the starting of the dispensary because it was discovered that other neighboring congregations they are already running the hospitals, which were about 3 kilometers away from our site. Also, the land was rather low-lying, lack of water supply and electricity. Also, the land was left without utilizing, though the government requests that if we do not make use of it, be taken away by the government.
Thank you very much. Agnes, how did they overcome the challenges?
In order to safeguard the land, in 2006, after consulting, the regional team decided to use already the sanctioned plan of dispensary to be constructed.
Well, Rafaela, who was directing and supervising the work of the construction?
Sister Victoria Braganza was directing and supervising the work at initial stage. She was assisted by Sister Jancy Jai, Sister Lily Mascarenas, and Sister Anto S., who took the responsibility to supervise the work at Morogoro.
Thank you. Specioda, who were the pioneers? The pioneers were Sister Anto S. and Sister Celine de Souza, and they were accompanied by the Regional Superior Sister Lily Mascarena and the Reverend Father Thomas Punja, the rector of Don Bosco at Iringa. Thank you. Anatalia, what was the main purpose of opening the community?
It was to establish the formation house. In the beginning, Novice Beatrice and Deposant Neema were present.
Thank you very much. In June 2013, the new formation house was blessed by the then Tresford Mkude of Morogoro. Presently, we have 2 novices, 4 postulants, 4 prepostulants, along with our directresses and the community sisters residing at Morogoro. All praise and thanks to God.
Nikikumbuka kule nilikotoka, najiuliza mimi nisemeje, kigugumizi kinanikamata, najiuliza mimi najihoji tu, sina neno mimi, sina jipya la kusema, umetenda wema mpaka unanishangaza, nashukuru Bwana.
Welcome to Uganda, the Pearl of Africa. This mission was born out of the deliberation of the regional chapter 2011, when the region aspired to extend its mission to the neighboring countries in Africa, preferably to reach out to those in the periphery. Providentially, in September 2013, the Bishop of Nebi Catholic Diocese, Right Reverend Sanctus Lino Wanok, wrote to our Superior General, Reverend Sister Christy Saroj, inviting us to his diocese. The invitation that was honored, and this dream became a reality in March 2014. We invite you to listen to the sisters in Uganda.
If we wish to make any progress in the service of God, we must begin every day of our life with new eagerness, and that is what our sisters did 8 years ago. When they went from Tanzania to Uganda, now I begin was the motto of St.Charles Borromeo. Our sisters took this motto as their own when they began moving from parish to parish, and schools looking for young girls to fulfill our mission of vocation promotion.
masses carried out to poor children.
A sprouting flower in Binga, Miao community. Our mission in Miao is one of the special missions to which we launched at the request of the Bishop of Binga to serve the educational and pastoral needs of the people. We were very glad to respond to the invitation because this was one of the recommendations of the regional chapter 2012 was to go to the interior parts of Tanzania to make our presence visible. Sister Sagai, the regional superior, along with her council, responded to the invitation of the Bishop of Binga, Most Reverend John Ndimbo. Sister Saroj, the Superior General, then accepted the proposal to start our new mission and to come to Tanzania, Miao, and met the bishop. She was pleased to start a new mission, and after a year, she sent her delegate, Sister Josita, to see the mission. The pioneers of this mission were Sisters Arputa Mary, Juliana de Souza, and Nema Elkana. On January 6, 2017, our sisters responded to the invitation of the bishop by taking up the pre-primary school owned by the diocese and named after our patron St.Charles for the benefit of the poor children of this remote village in order to give quality education. Our sisters are also grateful to the Bishop Ndimbo and Father Kevin Haule, the one who inspired and supported the sisters to venture into this new mission. On 17th January 2017 was a remarkable day to all of us. We had a solemn welcome mass and blessing of the house by the Bishop of Binga, Most Reverend Bishop, introduced the sisters to the people and appreciated Sister Jansi, our regional superior, for accepting his invitation to start this new mission in this remote area. The children of St.Charles Borromeo Pre-Primary School, Miao, come from families belonging to below poverty line, lacking proper attention and nourishment, education, and decent upbringing. So, the sisters pay attention to all-round growth and development of this locality. The aim of this mission is to provide quality education and The aim of this mission is to provide quality education and holistic formation. The newly constructed school was blessed and inaugurated by His Lordship John Ndimbo, the Bishop of Binga Diocese. We have taken a bold step to start a boarding school. At present, we have 22 students accommodated in the old existing school building. The sisters have been like leaven influencing the people positively in spite of various challenges. Sisters and Fomis visit families regularly and bring about awareness to the people, the values of life and the importance of education through formal and non-formal programs. The community is being used for initial formation house. The Fomis are involved in various ministries of the community. Their presence brings life in the community as well as in the apostolate. With heart full of gratitude, we thank all our dear sisters in Africa region for their constant support towards this mission.